right, shalom, shalom, shalom. All praises to the Most High, Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai. Shalom to the elect, those that are fighting to endure to the end, and that are calling on the true names of the Father in the name of the only begotten Son, which is Yahweh, which is the name of the Father, meaning He is. Bahashem, meaning in the name. Yahweh Shai, meaning He is our salvation. And that is what ignorantly calls Jesus a so-called black man, all right? Today we're going to get into the party's over, all right? The party is over, all right? We got recession on the brink of breaking off with these tariffs that our president, Donald J. Trump, has implemented, okay? And it will only get worse, all right, as they go into effect, okay? So it's only going to get worse as those tariffs go into effect, all right? Now you got different sectors that's going to be affected differently, such as what? You have the automobile industry, you have the steel factory industry. They even talking about iPhones, okay? The iPhone is roughly running you anywhere from $1,200 to $1,400 right now. Once those tariffs go into effect, you're talking about easily $2,500 to probably $3,000, man. All right, that's just the beginning. All right, that's just the beginning, okay? It's gonna affect your everyday life, man. All right, the partying is over, okay? You might have a little bit of time where you could go out and party and enjoy the fruits of your labor, but overall, the partying is over, man. All right, these tariffs is going to change the whole vibe or vibration of Babylon the Great, man. Okay. Because these other countries, they're not playing. All right, China's going to hit America with reciprocal tariffs, basically saying if you put tariffs on us, we're going to put tariffs on you to import your stuff into our country. All right, so the partying is over. And as I did in a lesson earlier, an instructor on one of these platforms that I was listening to was saying that how if the bonds close high this month, then that's pretty much stage one of a recession, okay? That's why I got the title, The Partying is Over, because, hey, the way he was talking, man, and this is a person that's been in the industry for quite some time, all right? He's even seeing the writing on the wall. And at the end, he says, yeah, looks like the party's over. And that's true. That sentiment is true. The party is over, man, all right? And it is another reason why you women gonna come to find out all that you've been talking, it's gonna come back to bite you in the ass, man. All right? You're gonna need a man to protect you in the times that we're coming into, okay? We're getting ready to come into some real lawless times, all right? Well, what? People are gonna be desperate in order to get whatever it takes for them to get to survive, man. They're not gonna be able to sustain themselves with these prices going up, man, all right? They ain't gonna hit the real meat and bone until probably later on, okay? But in the beginning, it's gonna be things that you could really go a day or two without. Like you don't really need a phone per se or an iPhone, but it's just the thought that they could hike up the price just that much with tariffs alone. So just imagine when the food plants start to get affected by it. Okay, when you go to the grocery market and guess what, you got to pay $40 for a slab of ribs, which you bought previously for 15 or $20. Okay, and you know what? You shouldn't even be eating ribs anyways. At least the pork ribs, that is. Okay, so hey, misery is coming to this land, man. The partying, the mirth, it's over. Okay, you might not see it now, but you're gonna feel it later on as we experience these tariffs when they really hit home. Okay, when they really hit home, and you see a car repair for twice as much as you pay, you're gonna think to yourself, damn, why am I paying this much to get a carburetor repaired? Why am I paying this much to get my muffler redone? It's because the price of aluminum and steel is going up. All right, and these companies, they got to pass off the hike and increase to you, the consumer, or else they're going to go out of business, man. All right. So it's going to affect your everyday walk of life. All right. Whether you travel, whether you work abroad, whether you work from your home, man. All right. It's going to affect your everyday walk of life, man. The partying is over. Going out, listening to music, having a good time. All that shit's coming to an end, man. All right. These club owners, these clubs, you think they're gonna keep the prices set in stone to $15, $20 for entry? No. Okay. They got to make up for their margin and charge you what? $50, $60, maybe even $100. All right. And if you want to party, you won't have to pay it. Okay. What are you gonna do? Stay at home, drink, turn up? Guess what? Your liquor is gonna cost more. That bottle of ESOV Hennessy that you paid $25, $30, get ready to pay $100 for that. All right? And you already got people protesting already against Trump and Elon, trying to get it to go nationwide, man. Little do they know, ain't nothing they can do to stop the will of the Heavenly Father, man. All right? Trump is just being used to bring on the what? The burdens, the tribulation, everything. It's only getting started, man. All right, we only getting started with this, okay? Trump got that spirit on him, man, okay? That he got to be the top dog. If any other nation rivals him and try to retaliate with these reciprocal tariffs, guess what? He gonna hit them with twice as much, man. Until what? No more countries are gonna be manufacturing inside the United States. Or if they do, they're gonna have to pay a tariff to do it, which is gonna what? Leave the manufacturing jobs to what? The people for a time being, and then what's gonna happen after that? They're gonna be replaced by AI and robots, man. All right? That's what we're gonna go into, because you're gonna think victuals should be so cheap after going through all that tribulation of paying these high prices. Then they start bringing stuff inside and making stuff here in America. And now what? They're gonna give you back to how you had it before at a reasonable price. But what's gonna be the catch? The catch is you're gonna have to take that microchip, okay? Victuals should be so cheap, all right? Why? Because they're gonna intentionally raise the inflation, okay? Which they're doing now with these tariffs, and then they're gonna deliberately do away with the inflation. Why? Because they're coming in with a new monetary system, man, where you can have cheap things, but your things that you're gonna have and obtain are only gonna be for a certain period of time. You will own nothing and like it. As the once renowned Klaus Schwab said, you will own nothing and like it. That's the mindset of these elite, man, okay? They want to monitor and manage everything you have. Say goodbye to the days of you can, save your money and think that you're going to save up for a house. No. The money that we're going to have is going to be digital. It's going to have expiration dates on it. That's going to be their go-to weapon to combat inflation, man. Okay? And the partying is over, man. It's a done deal. It's a wrap. Okay? So get used to it, all right? You might not feel it now, but as the days grow old and the time go on, you're going to start seeing the residual side effects from these tariffs. Okay, you're going to walk into your supermarket and see what you once paid just a day ago, and you're going to go to the cashier and ask, is this a typo? I just seen this yesterday. This bottle of water, it was $2. Now it's saying it's $7.99. That's $8. That's almost a hike of 400%. Is this correct? And she gonna look at you, and it might not even be a human being at this time. It might be automatic, and it's gonna say, "Hey, yeah, that's it." Okay. They may have the machines where they have a person programmed talking to it, and you go to Walmart and you ask a cashier or an attendant for help, and they come to your self-checkout and put in their code. That's gonna be gone away with, man. All right? They probably not even gonna let you go inside the store if you don't have certain credits on your chip, man. So guess what? Ain't gonna be no walking out. I'm gonna try to slide this in my purse now. You're gonna get caught, all right? And they're gonna have them troops, man, right there at the door, monitoring things, okay? So it ain't no running, smash and grab like you YNs like to do, man. All that's gonna be done away with, man, all right? Under the guidelines of banner of Trump, make America wealthy again is what he's saying now. That's another one of his slogans. Make America wealthy again. So guess what? In order for America to be quote unquote wealthy, it's going to have to what? Go through some terrible times, as he said. And guess what? A lot of people ain't gonna make it, man. You got people in nursing homes. Guess what? What are you gonna do when they hike the prices up for your loved ones? How are you gonna afford that? You're not. Okay? We're not going to be able to afford that, all right? And hence, the partying is over, okay? Now give me 1 second. So when you thinking to yourself, hey, I gotta bring Papa home, man. I gotta bring Nana home because I can't afford the bill at the nursing home. All right? You gotta understand, these tariffs, they're gonna affect everybody in some way, shape, or form, man. All right? Even you ones that think you got everything under wrap, they got a little money. Well, guess what? Eventually, you're gonna have to turn that money into the new currency, okay? So it's only so far you're gonna be able to go with your money that you have stored away in the bank anyways, all right? And the banks are going out of business, man, okay? The banks are closing down. So guess what? Everything is getting ready to be consolidated into one system, man, okay? Whether you understand it or know it or believe it or not, everything is getting ready to be consolidated into one system, all right? And guess what? If you ain't right, you're gonna get left behind, man, okay? You're gonna get left behind. So let's open up with Isaiah 4:1. Matter of fact, let's open up with Isaiah 32 and verse 9. This is Isaiah 32 and verse 9. It reads, "Rise up, ye women that are at ease. Hear my voice, ye careless daughters. Give ear unto my speech." Okay? Because guess what? We getting ready to go into some times, man, where if you women don't have a man, it's gonna be lawless out here, man. Okay? It's gonna be lawless. Whether or not you can sustain yourself and afford your rent and whatever else, if you don't have that hedge or protection that you're gonna get from a man, you're gonna be left for what? Whoever wanna get down with you, man. Because why? It's gonna be a dog eat dog world out here. All right? when you paying $50 for a slab of ribs and your rent is going up and you don't know when you're going to get your next meal, people are going to be left to do unthinkable things, all right? And we're going to get it today, man, okay? We're going to get it in the scriptures, all right? Because cannibalism is going to come back. All type of lawlessness is going to be happening, and there ain't going to be nothing you can do, okay? So let's read that again, Isaiah 32 in verse 9. It reads, rise up, ye women that are at ease, right? Because you have easy jobs, man. Secretaries, you know, you name it, man. You get aid from the government. Well, once all this is stripped from you and taken away, it's going to be, how am I going to take care of myself? What am I going to do to sustain myself from the onslaught of, you know, people trying to pick in, open my house, come in? Because you got to remember, man, once there's no more law, you're going to have groups and gangs trying to team up, following people home, okay? Sitting and waiting, scoping out the spot, all right? Oh yeah, she ain't got nobody. We don't watch her house for a week and a half. She got no type of male figures coming in and out of her house, man. That's an easy target, you see? So it's gonna be real interesting in those days, man. All right. You may have a firearm or whatever, but guess what? If it ain't on you when it goes down, what good is it gonna be, man? All right. It ain't gonna do you no good. All right. So it says, rise up, ye women that are at ease, hear my voice. Ye careless daughters, give ear unto my speech. Okay? Because we've been telling Eve for the longest, man. All right? Get your shit together. All right? Don't no man want to deal with a sassy, know-it-all woman, man. Okay? We just gonna let you figure it out on your own. All right? And y'all gonna be the ones that be affected by it the most, man. Okay, because here it is, this serpent gave you everything. He done gave you a career. He done allowed you to go abroad and travel. He done allowed you to do all these things, okay? And only the simple Jake, you simple ass simps, is gonna follow after a damn woman, man, okay? Because why? It's gonna lead to your destruction, all right? If you don't put this truth first and go by what the word says, you're gonna be led to your destruction. As it says, a wicked woman is given over to a wicked man. All right. So you following after these women because of their beauty, because of whatever, hey, and you putting this word to the side for whatever purposes, it's gonna show up in that time, man. All right. It's gonna show up in that time. Okay. So this is Isaiah 4:1. This is really getting ready to pop off, man. Those tariffs couldn't have come at a more better time than it is, man. All right? Beginning of the year, I believe we're in the second quarter, you know, and it's just going to get worse, all right, as we go on. This is Isaiah 4:1. It reads, and in that day, 7 women. What day? The day we get ready to come into, man. The day of lawlessness, okay? When there's no more laws to govern this place, man, because there's complete and total anarchy, all right? That's the day, all right? Where you women gonna find out, man, that, hey, it's better to share a man than to be on your own, okay? It says, and in that day, 7 women shall take hold of one man, saying, we will eat our own bread and wear our own apparel. Only let us be called by thy name to take away our reproach. Okay? See? So the time is gonna come, man. Okay? When you're gonna put away that strong, independent woman facade mentality, and you're gonna get back into your feminine, okay? And it's coming fast and more sooner than you think, okay? these tariffs is gonna show, all right? When these tariffs show up and they start to affect your everyday walk of life, and you see you can't go and move as you once did, and now you need protection, oh, you're gonna be willing to share that one man with however many women that it is that man wants, okay? And if not, it's cool, it's fine. You can just try to figure it out on your own, okay? I'm just here to tell you, not just me, but the brothers as well, that it ain't gonna be a pretty sight in that day, all right? It will not be a pretty sight in that day, but we're gonna get it, okay? So it says Isaiah 4:1, and in that day, 7 women should take hold of one man, saying, we will eat our own bread. See? So they're gonna understand, man. We ain't gonna look to be a headache towards you. We can pretty much take care of our own self because we were given all these things by our former oppressor, Esau Edom, the so-called white man, okay? Yeah, we have careers and jobs, but we understand the importance of being in order and what a man provides, man. So it says, and in that day, 7 women should take hold of one man, saying, we will eat our own bread and wear our own apparel. You ain't got to buy us nothing. We don't need you to buy us nothing. All we need is your protection to take away our reproach. All right? It says, what else? Isaiah 4:1. Only let us be called by thy name to take away our reproach. Okay? Especially, you got a lot of single women out here, too career driven. They don't have any children, man. You see, the serpent has beguiled Eve into thinking that it's better for her to go off the find and start a career and then worried about starting a family later on down the line, all right? By that time, she's already in her 50s, 40s, 50s, and now she's looking to settle down, okay? Well, in that day, if the man so willingly wants to deal with her, he's gonna take away her reproach, because a lot of these women have careers, have jobs, all right? They don't have a family, all right? They single, they go home, open up a bottle of wine, sip on some, whatever it is. I don't want to say Moet. It could be Moet. They got their toy, man, all right? That ain't how a daughter of Zion should conduct herself, man, you see? But under this current rulership, Esau Edom, the self-proclaimed white man, left is right and right is left. Down is up and up is down, man. Right? But when this happens, it's going to snap Eve back into her right mind, okay? It's going to snap Eve back into her right mind, okay? She's going to understand the importance of having a protector, okay? Someone that can guide and be a cover to her. As it says in Isaiah, 32? A man should be a cover in the day of the storm. Well, there's a storm coming, man, all right? Strong winds. We know the missiles are going to come. And the only way the women is going to be delivered and saved is through what? Childbearing, man, okay? So getting in order right now will strongly put you in the mindset that you have to be when all hell breaks loose, man, all right? That's why only a woman that's what's the word I'm looking for? A woman that's prepared for a man of the Lord is going to be accepted, okay? Only a woman that has been prepared for a man of the Lord will be accepted. She's going to understand. Although the serpent has given me everything that I need to be sufficient and self-sufficient, he hasn't given me a man, okay? And not just any man, a man of the Lord, all right? An elect man, okay? That's going to be able to guide. Because why? He's being guided by the Father through the only begotten Son, Yahushua, all right? So it says, Isaiah 4:1, and in that day 7 women shall take hold of one man, saying, we will eat our own bread and wear our own apparel. Only let us be called by thy name to take away our reproach, okay? So it's coming, all right? It's coming. Matter of fact, let's open up And let's read a little bit of how things are going to be in Lamentations. Let's get Lamentations. I'm gonna read it in a different translation. Give me 1 second. This is the book of Lamentation. Come on. Chapter 4. And let's just jump straight to it. I believe it's this is Lamentations 4 and verse 9. It reads, "They that be slain with the sword are better than they that be slain with hunger." All right? So in that day, it's going to be better to be slain with a sword than to have to experience hunger, man. Because at least when you slain with the sword, it's over with quickly. Whereas if you got to go through hunger, you're going to feel them pains, man. All right? You're going to feel it. But if you get slain with the sword, which we know the modern day sword is the firearm, if you get hit with the firearm, you're going to be out just like that, quick. Now, let's say you got to go through hunger pains. That shit going to be drug out, man. It may last a week or two before you actually perish, man. So just think, when the food run out and there's no more food coming in and your town is in lockdown mode and you can't go or come and you don't know when the next truck is gonna come to bring you your food in your town, them hunger pains gonna start to increase. And we gonna read back in the siege of Samaria, the women, they started to eat their own children, man. Okay? That type of cannibalism is coming back here in America, man. All right? Babylon the Great. Okay? Whether you want to believe it or not. All right? And we here to tell you. So you can repent and be shown mercy in that day. All right? So it says, Lamentation 4 and 9. They that be slain with the sword are better than they that be slain with hunger. For these pine away, stricken through for want of the fruit of the fields. Now let's read that in a different translation. Ezekiel 9 and 4, we're going to read it in the ESV. It's like Lamentations 4 and 9. Let's read that in the ESV. Lamentations 4 and 9, ESV. It reads, "Happier were the victims of the sword than the victims of hunger, who wasted away pierced by lack of the fruits of the field. So it's going to be happier for those that get taken out by the modern day firearm, the modern day sword, which is the firearm, than those that have to what? Experience hunger, man. All right? And trust and believe, when all hell breaks loose, man, you're going to have certain individuals, like I said already, plotting and scheming for those of you that have it, man. For those of you that got food in your fridge, that's going to be a commodity in that day, man. The hell with your money. They're going to look for resources, food, shelter, clothes, even your body, man. You seen the book of Eli? How when those rogue gang members or whatever you want to call them was setting plots, was setting snares and traps, and Eli came through the road, and it was presumably a woman that looked like she was in distress, setting a trap for whoever come by so that they can go up to her and ask her if they need help, and then the other guys will come out and catch them. But guess what? It's gonna be similar to that in the times that we get ready to come into, man. Where you may see a damsel or what you perceive to be a beautiful looking woman that looks like she's in distress, and all the while she's plotting, she's setting and plotting you to get, set up, man. All right. Don't think it's not capable. All right. Look what happened with the rapper in Jacksonville, Fulio, man. If I'm not mistaken, he was set up by his girl, man. So everything gonna be on the table, man. Everything's gonna be on the table. When you got mouths to feed, and you got to feed yourself, man. Hey, and you ain't got no help, because these people right here, they ain't gonna know the Most High. They ain't gonna have no aid on help. So guess what? He's gonna lead them over to their imaginations, man. And if you don't got that hedge of protection around you, guess what? You're gonna be given over to whatever idea that they come up with. Using a woman to set you up, following you home. You may think you about to get some, man. Here it is, this woman done set you up. She, hey, well, yeah, take me back to your house. Okay, I'll give you some. Meanwhile, you being followed 30 yards back by some unmarked vehicle that you don't know that's watching you. All right? You pull up, you get ready to get it in. Next thing you hear, you might not even hear a knock at the door. You might just, boom, bust in. Got everything you got, man. All right? And who you gonna call? 911 gonna be out of service, man. It's gonna be everybody for themselves in that day. All right? You see? Right now, the partying, you partying it up right now. You don't think anything's gonna happen, that everything's gonna go back to normal. But once you see these prices and everything start to go in a different direction, you're gonna come to realize, oh shit, the party's over. You're gonna come to realize that the party is over. The shit just got real. Okay? And for some of you, it's gonna be too late when that moment hits you. Oh shit, it just got real. It just got real. By that time, you ain't gonna be able to find the servants, the prophets on the streets preaching no more. At least the ones that's preaching in all truth and sincerity. You may be able to find the knockoffs that ain't giving you the names. Oh yeah, Christ and Jesus and all that. Yeah, you might be able to find them on the streets. You ain't gonna be able to find the word with the name and preaching in all truth and sincerity. That's gonna be gone. The internet, you ain't gonna find on the internet. You may have knockoffs that's giving you a smidgen of the truth, but without having the names, you lost, man. If you don't have the names to call on, you're gonna be lost. There's power in those names. Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shad. That's power, man. when you do what's required of you, and you call on that name, you're gonna come to find out that there's gonna be power in that name, and the Most High is gonna take care of you, man. If you are the elect, all right. So guess what? Yeah, you might have a smidgen of the truth, but it ain't gonna have the whole full course meal. All right, you got to have the names in order to get down with it, man. All right, that's what we're telling you right now. We're giving you the names of the Father Yahweh and the only begotten Son Yahweh Shai, man. Not no Yeshua, not no Jesus, not no Buddha, Allah, anything else, man. Ain't gonna get the job done. All right, and you're gonna come to find out in that day. You've been playing around, man. You've been playing around all this time, thinking that the party was just going to continually to go on, man, until one day ain't gonna be no more music playing in the streets, and ain't gonna be no more partying, and shit's gonna get real, man. Okay, it's gonna get real, all right, and we're gonna get a little bit of it today too, man. So this is Lamentations 4:9. It says, "They that be slain with the sword, which is the modern day firearm, are better than they that be slain with hunger. For these pine away, stricken through for want of the fruits of the field." Verse 10, "The hands of the pitiful women have sodden their own children." Hey, man. Just think. What type of shit must you be going through to boil your own children, man? To put your children in a pot and to boil them to feed your other children. What type of shit must you be going through, man? Some real hard times, man, where you gotta make a decision. Ain't no food coming in. You can't leave out the town or city because of lockdowns. And let's say you got 5 children. You may say right now, well, I'll never do that. You don't know what them hunger pains gonna turn your ass into, man. When you got 5 children begging you, mommy, can I get something to eat? And you can't feed them, so you do the unthinkable. You sacrifice one of them and you put them in the pot and boil them, man, so that the other 4 can eat. And you're gonna feel bad, but at that time you're gonna know that you should have been serving the Lord in this time right now, so that you don't have to do some unthinkable shit like that, man. You see? But the party is too good right now to think about that. Oh, that happened back then. Oh, that's just a story in the Bible. No, it happened, and guess what? It's going to happen again. There's nothing new under the sun, man. You got to make a decision. How do you feed your other 4 children? How do you feed your 5 children? Hey, without any food. No miracles coming. You're going to be left to do the unthinkable. Sacrifice one. That's what we read right here in Lamentations, which means what? Mourning. Lamentations 4:11. Verse 10, Salakia. It says, "The hands of the pitiful women have sodden." That means to boil their own children. You got 5 children. You got to pick which one is going to be the sacrifice so that the rest can eat and make it until the next time the truck come in to give you food, man. That's some messed up shit there, man. But that's what you get. Because when the Most High called, you did not listen. So guess what? There's gonna be no excuse. You had all the time in the world to repent and to do what's required of you and ask of you, so that when these hard times come, you have a hedge of protection around you. But you thought the partying would continuously go on day in day. You thought that every day you would be able to go to the grocery store, get you some Similac for your toddlers, get some food for your, your older children, and you thought that would never end. You see? That's how it usually creeps up on you when you least expect it. Then you go to the grocery store, ain't shit in there no more, man. And they say for the most part, Americans only got 2 to 3 days of food stored up in their house, man. When you don't got trucks coming in for weeks and months, what good is 2 to 3 days of food stored up in your house gonna do, man? The body can go 2 weeks without food and 3 days without water, man. That's if you in good shape. If you got issues or medical attention that you need, forget about it, man. Damn, it's gonna be pitiful out here, man. Streets are gonna be lined with dead bodies, cause what? The funerals and cemeteries ain't gonna have no more space to bury them. After they don't bury bodies on top of bodies, they gonna be like, we got no more space to bury your loved one. Just put them on the streets. Leave them in your house. Most of the people don't got backyards to dig up and put them in there, so guess what? They live in apartments. They gonna have to put them in the, hey, dare I even say they may even eat their loved ones, man. For what? Lack of food, lack of bread. Famine, all right? You'll be surprised what famine, what hunger or compel one person to do, man. Oh, I'll never do that. That's because you got a full stomach right now. You got a full stomach right now, man. You ain't hungry. So of course you're able to think in your right mind. But go 5 days without eating. Go 7 days without eating. Go 10 days without eating. I guarantee you, you're gonna switch up and change your melody, man. All right? You're gonna switch up that melody real quick, man. Okay? And we telling you that day is coming, man. The partying is over. These tariffs that Trump has put on these other countries to persuade them to build here in America, they gonna say the hell with that, man. We gonna hit y'all with retaliation or rhetorical tariffs. And like I said, Apple, if they gotta pay them tariffs or build here in America, because I use Apple as a measuring tool to show you that what? They giving you those phones because they're building them in China. If they have to build them here in America, if they have to build those phones here in America, those phones that cost you $1,500 gonna easily cost you $3,000, man. Now just imagine that throughout the whole universe, or the whole, the whole scope. Groceries, cars, rent, food, you name it, man. You gonna feel it, man. So it says, Lamentations 4 and 10, the hands of the pitiful women have sodden their own children. They were their meat in the destruction of the daughter of my people. That was their meat, man. They food. They own damn flesh and blood, man. You see, when you have a better understanding of the Most High, and you see that he's not all good, but he's just, he's balanced. When he tells you something and then you don't do it and he brings punishment on you, but you looking at it as it being evil. Well, that's judgment, okay? He creates it all, man. As it says in Isaiah 45 and 7, I form the light, I create darkness. He does it all, man. He's just. You see, and you people gonna be crying in that day. You people gonna be crying in that day, man. When you gotta take your little, hey, I don't even wanna think how you gonna put down little Timmy or Johnny like that. Or Maria. Think about that. How you gonna put down them to end their existence on earth to keep the existence of your other 4 children? But you want to take them out one by one, man. You want to have to take them out one by one. Okay? That's the reward for a wicked ass Jake, a 2/3. All right? Primarily Eve, man. You see? Eve ain't gonna want to get right, man. All right? But in that day, 7 women should take hold of one man. They gonna want to share that one man then. When the partying is over and everything is through, and they figured out, damn, it's better that I share this one man than to perish from hunger pains. All right? Or they get taken out by the sword. You see? And that time is coming, man. That time is fastly approaching us, man. Okay, we can't tell you enough to get your houses in order, man, before it's too late. Okay? This is Lamentations 4:11. It reads, Yahweh have accomplished his fury. This is all the will of the Heavenly Father, man. When he called, how did he call? By sending his servants, the prophets, out to tell you of the impending doom that's coming so that you can be what? Reciprocal to the information and do what's required of you is to turn your life around and to repent so that he will have mercy on you in that day. But you turned your nose up at his servants, the prophets. You didn't want to listen. So now that he has poured his fury out upon you, it's going to be too late for you to call on who you think is Jesus. Okay? It says, Lamentations 4:11, Yahweh have accomplished his fury. He have poured out his fierce anger and have kindled a fire in Zion, and it have devoured the foundations thereof. Okay? So, all you wicked ass Israelites that don't want to get down with the program, you gonna feel the fury, the fierce fury of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shah, man. Eating your own damn flesh, man. That's wild, man. That's gonna be one hell of a damn day, man. When you got to make that ultimate sacrifice and decide who is going to deliver themselves for us to eat. Okay? And it may be the damn children that go after the damn parents to eat. Catch one of their damn parents in the bed sleeping and whack their ass and cook them in a pot, man. Hey, that hunger has no barrier, man. Just wait and see what we read about that hunger, man. Wait and see what we read about that hunger, okay? Let's go to 2 Kings. That hunger has no pain. Has no barrier. It doesn't know your age, your sex, your race, anything. We're going to start at 2 Kings chapter 6 and verse 24. Give me 1 second. This is 2 Kings chapter 6 and verse 24. It reads, and it came to pass after this that Ben-Hadad, king of Syria, gathered all his hosts and went up. Let me start over. Second Kings chapter 6 and verse 24. This is the famine in Samaria, okay? And reads, and it came to pass after this that Ben-Hadad, king of Syria, gathered all his hosts and went up and besieged Samaria. And there was a great famine in Samaria, okay? It says, and behold, they besieged it until an ass head was sold for fourscore pieces of silver. So it got so real that they were selling a donkey or an ass head for 4 pieces of silver, man. Imagine having to eat a damn donkey's head, man. It's gonna get real out here, man. A donkey's head? It says, and there was a great famine in Samaria, and there were Israelites in Samaria, okay? It says, and behold, they besieged it until an ass head was sold for 4 pieces of silver. That's a lot of money to pay for a damn donkey's head that you're gonna have to eat, man. Imagine when these tariffs hit, man, and you got to pay 4 pieces. You got to pay $40 for a damn piece of I can't. You pay him because Jake can eat any damn thing, man. I can't say a cow tongue because Jake can eat a cow tongue. Jake can eat a cow tongue for nothing, man. But let's say Jake had a little bit of dignity about himself. Let's try to figure out something that Jake won't eat. Okay, I can't even say a damn raccoon because Jake eat coon, man. Especially down here in the South, man. Jake, ain't no telling what Jake can eat, man. Let's say a damn dog, man. Let's say a dog. So shit gonna get so hard, man, that people gonna be willing to sacrifice their dogs and sell their dogs to eat, man. Oh yeah, I tell you what, I'll chop up a spot. I give you the head for $50. I give you the legs for $20. I give you the organs for $30, man. Shit gonna be getting real out here, man. You see, these tariffs is gonna cause people to resort to drastic measures, man. Just like they did in Samaria. The king of Samaria. Well, America is Samaria in the spirit, if you're gonna see it. Along with other countries as well, man. Babylon, Samaria, Nineveh, all these are related to America in the spirit, okay? That's the horde that rides on many waters, man. So let's read that again. This is 2 Kings 6 and 25. It reads, and there was a great famine in Samaria. You can put in America in there. Okay, you can replace Samaria with America. There was a great famine in America. Why? Because the food's gonna be gone. You ain't gonna know how or when you're gonna go about to get your next food. So whatever you can find, hey, they're gonna charge you. See, you think Moab doing something when he cut them dogs and chop up them cats. Wait till that shit hits you, man. See, you remember when Trump was making fun of that so-called quote-unquote fiasco that was happening in Springfield, Ohio. They're eating the cats. They're eating the cats. Well, guess what? They're going to be eating more than just cats when this famine hit, man. Cats, dogs, you name it, man. Ain't nothing off limits, man. When you are resorted to any means necessary of survival, you will be surprised what you'll do. All right? All the while, the men of the Lord ain't gonna have to compromise themselves, man. Because why? They fear the Lord and their household too. Women and children up under that man, gonna be taken care of, gonna be fed. Isaiah 65:13. My servants shall eat, but ye shall be hungry. My servants shall drink, but ye shall be thirst. My servants shall glory, but ye shall be ashamed. You're going to be ashamed, feeling like, damn, I got to eat a donkey's head. And how do you feel? How can you feel good about yourself having to eat a damn donkey's head, man? Or even worse, your own damn children's bodies, man. You're going to eat your own damn flesh. It's going to get so bad in this time. And we're going to see it, man. We're going to read about it right here. It says, verse 25, 2 Kings 6:25. And there was a great famine in Samaria. And behold, they besieged it until an ass head was sold for 80 pieces of silver, and the fourth part of a calf of dove's dung for 5 pieces of silver. Man, I got some dove's dung shit over here. You give me 5 pieces of silver, I'll give it to you. Damn, whatever. Hey, woo. I don't want to take no part of that, man. Eating dung and eating a donkey's head just so that my pains can go away. Man, that's why it's better to fear the Lord. Okay? Then man, the Lord can put you in predicaments like this, where you got to eat dove's dung and not only eat it, but pay for it, man. And pay to eat a donkey's head. Why? Because you have no fear of the Lord, man. So now you got to be resorted to whatever it is that he allows you to get and eat. A donkey's head, dove's dung. You see? Jake in the South, Jake can eat anything down here in the South, man. Damn turtle, a possum, a coon, raccoon, anything, man. That shit, hey, chitlins. I mean, just think about that shit, man. For the most part, you don't want to eat that shit, man. Dove's dung. That's doo-doo, man. You already get pissed off when they shit on your window. Imagine scraping that off and eating it. For the only thing of sufficiency that's going to ease your pains, man. Scraping off bird dung off your window and eating it like chips, man. Because you're so damn hungry. God damn. I mean, that's enough to fear. That's enough to keep us in line, man. Just thinking about that. See, when we read these scriptures, we believe what we read, man. We know if it happened then, it's going to happen again. And it can happen again. That's enough to keep us in line. So it says, and there was a great famine in Samaria, and behold, they besieged it until an ass head was sold for 80 pieces of silver, and the fourth part of a calf of dove's dung for 5 pieces of silver. And as the king of Israel was passing by upon the wall, there cried a woman unto him, saying, help my Lord, O king. And he said, if Yahweh do not help thee, when shall I help thee? Out of the barn floor or out of the wine press? So the king told the woman, man, if Yahweh ain't with you, what you think? What more do you think I can do for you? She going to the king, help, O king. And the king saying, hey, listen, if Yahweh can't help you, what you think that I can do that he can't do? Verse 27, and he said, if Yahweh does not help thee, when shall I help thee? Out of the barn floor or out of the wine press? And the king said unto her, what aileth thee? And she answered, this woman said unto me, give thy son, that we may eat him today, and we will eat my son tomorrow. So she told the king that, hey, this woman told me, if we eat my son today, we'll eat her son tomorrow. So I guess she reneged, you know. After she done ate her son, she said, nah, I don't want to do that. I see what you had to go through. I don't want to do that. It says, verse 29, 2 Kings 6:29. So we boiled my son and did eat him. And I said unto her on the next day, give thy son that we may eat him. And she hid her son. So she said, nah, man, I ain't doing that. I'm gonna go ahead and hide Tim. I ain't finna eat my child, man. All right? But it's coming. When you gonna make pacts with people and they gonna renege. Oh yeah, you said we gonna eat my child today, but then the next time we get home, we gonna eat your child. And then when that time come, they gonna bet a bucked on you. Left town, nowhere to be found. Who you gonna call? You gonna go to Trump? You gonna go to your local governor, your mayor? They gonna say, what you want me to do about it? You see? What you want me to do about it? I can't do anything. All right? That's between you and her. Y'all figure it out. If it got to come down to the point where you got to eat your own damn son or your daughter, hey, it's already too late, man. Nobody ain't gonna be able to do that for you. That's your damn judgment, man. If it's coming down to y'all getting together, figuring out who gonna eat whose child and this child and that child and all that, it's already too late, man. It's a lawless place, man. Laws are no longer in effect. Dog eat dog world. So guess what? The partying is over, man. All right, the partying is over. And if we go to that word, if we go to that meaning, let's look up that meaning. The party is over. All right. Let's look up what the party is over means. Give me 1 second. All right, this is from Google. AI overview says this: the party is over signifies that a period of fun, pleasure, or success has ended, and it's time for seriousness or a change of circumstances. That's what we getting ready to go into, man. A change of circumstances. Seriousness. The party's over, man. You may enjoy it you may have a little bit, but all in all, the partying is over, man. These tariffs, they're gonna hit hard in ways that you can't even imagine, man. Cars gonna jump up. No matter how you cut it. If they build them here in America, or if they ship them from overseas, You're gonna have to pay more. Might not hit you today, might not hit you tomorrow, but it's gonna hit you, all right? Groceries. You're gonna have to pay more. You might not have to pay more today, you might not have to pay more tomorrow, but it's gonna hit you, and hard. Going out partying. You may party today, you may even go out and party tomorrow, but eventually the party will end and it's gonna be over. And that's what we're telling you. The party's over, man. You can't see it right now because why? You too engulfed in the society and the ways of this world, man, to see danger is coming. So you want to continue to still party like it's 1999, man. Well, live it up. Once the music stops, once the song gets ended, and you got to figure out how the hell I'm gonna get back home, all the mirth is going to hit and leave from up out of you. Oh yeah, I was partying, I thought I could find a way back home. Now you got to walk 14, 15, 30 miles home. And in the course of walking back home, you got to worry about wild animals. You got to worry about thieves. You got to worry about those that don't have your best intentions at heart, man. Muggers, everything. All of that's on the table. And even when you get home, it says what? In Amos, it's as if you escaped a lion and a bear met you, or if you leaned your hand on the wall. So here it is, you lean your hand on the wall at your house like, man, I finally made it back home. And a serpent bit you. Ain't gonna be no rest, man. The partying is over, man. Okay? The mirth is ceased. The tabrets has ceased. Okay? Let's get that. Let's get that. That's Isaiah 24. This is the book of Isaiah, chapter 24, verse 1. It reads, Behold, Yahweh maketh the earth empty, and maketh it waste, and turneth it upside down, and scattereth abroad the inhabitants thereof. So the Most High is going to turn this whole place up, man. Upside down, man. Right? Verse 2, And it shall be as with the people, so with the priest, as with the servant, so with his master, as with the maid, so with her mistress, as with the buyer, so with the seller, as with the lender, so with the borrower, as with the taker of usury, so with the giver of usury to him. Verse 3, the land shall be utterly empty and utterly spoiled, for Yahweh has spoken this word. So this place is coming to an end, man. Whether you want to believe it or not, this place that you know is going to come to an end, man. All right, this man's rulership, Esau, Edom, the self-proclaimed white man, is going to come to an end, man. All right, there's no way around it. All right, his rulership is coming to an end. Thus saith the Lord, man. And it's going to hit Babylon the Great the hardest. Verse 4, the earth mourneth and fadeth away. The world languisheth and fade away. The haughty people of the earth do languish. The earth also is defiled under the inhabitants thereof, man. These people, man, under this current rulership, man, they defiled, man. That's why they got to be destroyed, man. All right? Here in America, all you heathens and other people, you know, outside of the elect, you're gonna be fuel for the sacrifice, for the altar, man. It says, the earth mourneth and fadeth away. The world languisheth and fadeth away. The haughty people of the earth do languish. Verse 5, the earth also is defiled under the inhabitants thereof, because they have transgressed the laws, changed the ordinances, broken the everlasting covenant. All right? And man, that's pinpointing, that's pinpointing Esau Edom, man. All right? The earth is given into the hand of the wicked, man. And he's influenced all these other nations to follow after him, man. And even, you know, certain ones of our people, man. You so-called blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans, you follow after this damn heathen, man. Which is why you got to be judged with them as well, okay? Which is why you got to be judged alongside with them. Because why? You don't want to repent and turn away from your wicked, your wicked sins. Verse 6. Isaiah 24:6. Therefore have the curse devoured the earth. Right, this man has devoured the earth, man. Which is why he got to be taken out of power, man. He is that curse. Look at the conditions that this place is in, man. All right, and it's only going to get worse. Under this current rulership, things are only going to get worse. All right? And we here to tell you we all for it. Through the power of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shah, man, we understand that before things get better, they got to get completely worse, man. All right? And we getting ourselves prepared for that, man. As it says in Ecclesiastes 7, we're going into the house of mourning, man. All right? So we getting ourselves prepared, man. All right? We ain't out here trying to go into the house of mirth. Okay? No, we understand that shit's finna get real out here, man. All this traveling on Saturdays up and down the roads, going to the, your friend's house, all that shit's coming to an end. When you gotta use your car, when you gotta use your car, what's the word I'm looking for? Resourcefully, meaning you can't just be driving up and down and go wherever way you want to go. You gotta pick and choose the days you travel on. Why? Gas prices gonna be high. Car cost repairs is gonna be high. So you ain't gonna want to go out like you do right now. You see? You ain't gonna want to go out because why? You risk the chance of your car breaking down. Somebody coming up to offering you help. Oh, you need help? You need a jump? You need to change your tire? Next thing you know, they hit you over the head with a tie rod or a tie iron and throw you in the back of the car and take you off somewhere. See? So all that mirth, all that is gonna cease, man. Traveling up and down like ain't nobody's business. Going to restaurants, going to bars, going to brunch, going to all that. All that's coming to an end, man. Okay? We gonna get it too. Our Father will. So it says, verse 26, therefore have the curse devoured the earth. Speaking of the damn Edomites, the wicked. And they that dwell therein are desolate. Therefore, the inhabitants of the earth are burned, and few men left. Right. You see? Those missiles are going to be hitting certain parts of the earth, not destroying it in totality like here in America, but those that are left outside of Israel, you so-called blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans, are going into slavery, man. Those that die here in America will be brought back through those that survive elsewhere throughout the earth, okay? Their counterparts, whether they're Edomites here, whether they're Moabites, whether they're Ishmaelites, whatever, whoever dies here on this side will be brought back in the kingdom through their counterparts that are left throughout the earth that don't get, taken out. Okay? So it says, verse 7, the new wine mourneth, the vine languisheth, all the merry-hearted do sigh. All right? So guess what? All this joying and singing and having all these type of parties, it's going to come to an end. Well, guess what? You're going to be sighing and crying. What's going on? What's happening? And you're going to be looking for answers, and you ain't going to find it. All right? As we're going to go on and read to say, verse 8, the mirth. You go into that word mirth, joy, exaltation, all that, it's going to cease. Why? It says the mirth of tabrets ceaseth. Tabrets is what you use to make noise with. Party starters. All right? That's synonymous with having a good time. Okay? The mirth of tabrets are going to cease. All right? You saw that woman with her children. How many of them was it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You can't make this up. You cannot make this up. She had 5 children. What are you gonna do? And one of them had to sacrifice for the rest, man. You see? It's coming, man. It is coming. You count it, rewind it. If I'm not mistaken, it was 5 children there. The same scenario that was given earlier. A woman had 5 children. She's gonna have to sacrifice 1 to feed the other 4, man. All that mirth is coming to an end, man. Traveling, going abroad, all that's coming to an end. Things are gonna be a lot stricter and difficult, man. So it says, verse 7, the new wine mourneth, the vine languisheth, all the merry-hearted do sigh. Right? When you figure out what's going on, you're gonna sigh. When you realize and finally it sets in that this place is finished, you're gonna sigh. I can't get a new iPhone 18 because it costs $4,000 because now they're making it here in America and ain't no jobs gonna be here, man. AI and the robots gonna take over. Your manufactured jobs, your fast food jobs, even your damn jobs that you got like surgeons, all gonna be taken care of and taken by what? AI, artificial intelligence. It's all coming to an end, man. The mirth is going to cease. The partying is over. That's the name of the lesson. It says, the mirth of tabrets ceaseth, the noise of them that rejoice in them. The joy of the heart ceaseth, man. All that joy, let's go out. Let's go to Applebee's. Let's go to Chili's. Let's go to Cheesecake Factory. Let's go to Ruth Chris. And they play the music in these restaurants, and you having a good time. You talking with your girlfriends, you talking with your boyfriend, whatever, and you got the music playing in the background, showing you that it's a good time, man. All that music gonna stop. Restaurants are gonna close down, go out of business, and you're gonna be left to realize the harsh reality that it's over with. It's over. As it says, verse 9, Isaiah 24:9, they shall not drink wine with a song. You see? Ain't gonna be no more. Let's drink a wine. Let's drink a glass of wine under the guidelines of having songs and music in the background. Showing you that what? That's a good time you have. You can go out with your friends. Hell, even go out by yourself. Go to a bar, have a drink, listen to some music. All that's gonna come to an end, man. The party's over. It says they shall not drink wine with a song. Strong drink shall be bitter to them that drink it. Right. That Hennessy, that liquor, it's gonna be bitter because you're gonna be drinking it just to ease your pains at that time, man. Damn, I got one last bottle of this. You might even OD, drink it all the way until you pass out. Strong drink shall be bitter to them that drink it. Verse 10, the city of confusion is broken down. Every house is shut up. Your stores, everything. Your car factories, your car dealerships, daycare centers, you name it. All this shit's gonna be affected, man. Your churches, everything. All going out of sale, going out of business, man. It says the city of confusion, which is Babylon the Great, America. The city of confusion is broken down. Every house is shut up, that no man may come in. You see? How you gonna go to a store that's closed? You got a store across the street, a chicken place, they close. You can't go into it unless it's open. All right? You can't go into that store unless it's open. Angel's Chicken, you can't go get you a piece of chicken unless it's open. All right? Guess what? It's closed. Walmart shut down. Target shut down. You name it. All these stores are going to be closed, man. So good luck getting your essentials, especially you women, man. Good luck in getting your toiletries, all right? You know the women, they need those tampons. They need all type of toiletries. Well, guess what? If the store is closed and they can't get their toiletries, they're gonna be stinking up, man. And you're gonna be left to deal with them. Oh, baby, I can't get my tampons this week because the store closed. Damn. So now you sitting up at home with a woman on her flowers, man. And imagine if you got daughters too. So here it is, you got a house full of women on their flowers. Man, it ain't gonna be pretty out there, man. It ain't gonna be pretty. So it says the city of confusion is broken down. Every house is shut up that no man may come in. Verse 11, there is a crying for wine in the streets. All joy is darkened. The mirth of the land is gone. Let's look up that word mirth. All right, because it says the mirth of the land is gone. And today's lesson is the partying is over. So let's look at that word mirth in the Hebrew. Isaiah 24. And I believe that was 10, 11. This is the word mirth. Masos. That word means exaltation, joy, rejoicing. So the mirth of the land is gone, man. The exaltation, the joy, the rejoicing, it's gone, man. All right? Yeah, you can, hey, get it in while you can, okay? Live it up, all right? Because it's coming to an end. The partying is over, man. All right, you just don't see it for now. You just don't see it. Because while you're still allowed to go out to the stores, go out to these restaurants, you still got a car you can drive. You You still got a house you can go into. You still got a job that you can work at. When all that starts to be affected, you're gonna then realize that the joy is over. The party's over. Okay? You're gonna come to realize. You ain't gonna want to go out by yourself. When your homegirls tell you that we can't go out this week. You ain't gonna want to go out by yourself because you're gonna be what? Afraid that somebody's gonna come scoop you up. See? That's when 7 women should take hold of one man gonna come into effect. You're gonna want that provider, that protector. And so much that you're gonna be willing to share him with other women. All right? So the mirth of the land is gone. It says, there is a crying for wine in the streets. All joy is darkened. The mirth of the land is gone. It's finished. Finito. All right? No more. No mas. When they bring it back up online, it will be digital, everything. Spearheaded by that microchip, RFID, radio frequency identification. Things are gonna be cheaper. Things are gonna be more bearable there. After going through all this misery, you're gonna be clamoring for that solution, that microchip. Oh yeah, I'm gonna take that. Oh yeah, I got that. As soon as you get that microchip in your hand or in your forehead, it's a wrap, man. Shortly after, this place is gonna be destroyed, man. You're only gonna be able to marvel in that for a little time. And then you're gonna be destroyed. All right? Point blank, period. You take that microchip, that's your ass, man. You're destroyed. All right? No other ways around it, you see? But you ain't gonna have no solution other than to take that microchip. Because why? Famine, no real sense of security. You ain't got a man, you ain't got no one to lead you or direct you, so you're gonna take that microchip. All right? You're gonna take it. And when you take it, that's gonna be your ass, man. That's it. Thus saith the Lord. Revelation 14, 9 and 10. Right, if I'm not mistaken. Right? So let's get 2nd Ezra 15 in the Apocrypha. All right, this is 2nd Ezra chapter 15 and verse 54. It reads, set forth the beauty of thy countenance. All right, speaking of America, man. All right, that whore, that beautiful whore, you know, that deceives the whole world, man. All right, it says in Isaiah 47, come and sit in the dust, O daughter of the Chaldeans, man. This place is coming to the ground, man. Verse 55. The reward of thy whoredom shall be in thy bosom. You see, all you people, you're going to get the reward of this place, man, by missiles, man. All right? All you inhabitants of this land are going to get that reward by the way of what? Thermonuclear missiles. All right? But before then, you're going to go through pains and tribulations. You see? The elect is going to go through the same thing, but we're going to have an advocate, a mediator on our side. That's the only thing that separates us from the rest, man, is we got somebody standing up for us. Yahushua, all right? So when all hell breaks loose, we're going to be taken care of, man. We're going to be hid away somewhere where you ain't going to be able to find us, man, all right? We're going to be taken care of, and we're going to eat and drink and not miss a beat. All right? Because why? We have the what? The truth. We have the true names. Yahweh, by Hashem Yahweh Shai, Yahweh in the name Yahweh Shai. And guess what? We're going to call on him. All right? What good is it to have the names if you don't call on them? All right? So we're going to be using the names when we have to look for food. Yahweh by Hashem Yahweh Shai. Guide us to wherever we need to go to find food or shelter or to get out of danger or to bring food to us, man. All right? He may send a chariot, a so-called UFO, and it may bring you food at wherever you at, wherever you're stint or stay at. It may bring you food. The chariot may just show up out of nowhere, materialize out of thin air, and then what? Give you food for your family. Give you food for your family. Yeah, straight down the street, up under the highway. When you go up under the highway, it'll be on the left-hand side. All right. So he may send a chariot to come down and to give you food, man. So that you don't have to defile yourself by eating a damn donkey's head or dove's dung. You see? You see? The Most High knows how to take care of his, man. All right? But these other 2/3 and the heathens, they gonna have to get it the hard way, man. They gonna have to get it the hard way, all right? And rightfully so, okay? Because when Yahweh called, they did not answer, man. All right? So it says, 2nd Ezra 15 and 55, the reward of thy whoredom shall be in thy bosom. Therefore shall thou receive recompense. 56, like as thou hast done unto my chosen, saith the Lord, even so shall the Most High do unto thee, and shall deliver thee into mischief. 57, here it is. Thy children shall die of hunger, and thou shalt fall through the sword, and thou shalt fall through the sword. Thy cities shall be broken down. We read that in Isaiah 24 and 11, 10 and 11. It says, thy cities shall be broken down, and all thy shall perish with the sword in the field. So it's children, okay? Now guess what? It's talking about the Edomites, but if you join hand in hand with the Edomites, the wicked, guess what? You're gonna get punished too, right alongside with them. If you don't want to repent and separate yourself from the wicked, the children of the wicked, you get the judgment alongside with them, man. And along with other heathen nations too, man. All right? We reading it. Verse 57, 2nd Ezra 15 and 57. Thy children shall die of hunger, Babylon, and thou shalt fall through the sword. Thy cities shall be broken down, and all thy shall perish with the sword in the field. Verse 58, they that be in the mountains shall die of hunger. You see? So yeah, we got our homestead, we got our getaway far away from the city and the country. Guess what? You ain't getting away from this judgment, man. Hunger's gonna find you too. It says, they that be in the mountains shall die of hunger, and eat their own flesh, and drink their own blood, for very hunger of bread and thirst of water. You're gonna eventually run out, man. You're gonna have so many people that you're trying to feed and sustain that you're gonna run out of resources, and you're gonna be resorted to eat your own flesh, man. That famine ain't no joke, all right? I believe that's let me get that Leviticus. This is Leviticus 20. This is Leviticus 26, and let's start at verse 27. It reads, "And if ye will not for all this hearken unto me, but walk contrary unto me, then I will walk contrary unto you also in fury. And I, even I, will chastise you 7 times for your sins." So if you don't want to get on board with what the Most High says, guess what? He's going to chastise you 7 times for your sins. Verse 29, "And ye shall eat the flesh of your sons, and the flesh of your daughters shall ye eat. And I will destroy your high places and cut down your images and cast your carcasses upon the carcasses of your idols. And my soul shall abhor you." So guess what, man? The Most High is getting ready to judge this wicked nation, man. And if you found in allegiance with it, you want to be judged too. You want to continue to worship Jesus and make him an idol? Hey, he's going to cause you to eat your own children's flesh, and your carcass is going to be on the carcasses of these idols, man. You're going to be praying to Jesus all while eating your damn son and daughter. Oh, Lord Jesus, I don't want to do this. But yet, the Most High is going to show you, man, these false idols, they can't save you. They can't deliver you, man. So call on to them. Why are you eating Johnny? Why are you eating Susan? Call on to Jesus, man. He's going to make you eat all your children. Okay? Keep calling on to Jesus, all right? See, the name is power in that name. Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. You ain't going to have to eat your children calling on Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, but call on Jesus and see. You're going to be praying to him while eating your damn son or your daughter, man. Right? So 2 Ezra 15 and verse 58 reads, "They that be in the mountains shall die of hunger and eat their own flesh and drink their own blood, for very hunger of bread and thirst of water." 59, "Thus as unhappy shall come through the sea and receive plagues again." That's the outcome, man. Shit's gonna get bad out here, man. The partying is over. The party's over, man. You just don't see it now, all right? You just don't see that the party's over, all right? That song is coming to an end. The tablets, the harp, all that's getting ready to shut down, man. Once these tariffs start to kick in, we're gonna see how this thing is gonna propel into stage 2, all right? We're gonna see going into next month. We're gonna start to see how things are gonna start to change. These tariffs continue to hold up and these other countries don't fold. We're gonna start to see, probably starting next month, a little change in difference of how people are getting around and doing things differently now. All right? So let's go to 2 Ezra 16 and 21. We'll probably close out. This is 2 Ezra 16 and 21. It reads, "Behold, victuals shall be so good cheap upon earth, that they shall think themselves to be in good case. And even then shall evils grow upon earth, sword, famine, and great confusion. All right? So guess what? Even when you take that chip, man, you're still gonna be catching hell. All right? You're still gonna be catching hell, but you ain't gonna have no choice, man. You ain't gonna have no choice. Okay? That's gonna be your solution. Take that microchip. Take that microchip, get a little bit of relief, because it ain't gonna be a permanent fix. Your store's gonna get shut down again. Your city's gonna get shut down again. You see? It's just gonna be a temporary fix. All right? And then eventually, the missiles are gonna come and finish this whole place off, man. So it's only a matter of time. You see? It's only a matter of time. All right? So guess what? It's best to fear the Lord, man, and to do what's required of you. So that you don't what? You don't have to experience that. All right? That's gonna be a time that you don't want to experience, man. Having to decide whether or not you eat your own, your flesh, your blood and flesh, your children. Because why? You want to party it up right now? You don't want to wait till the song stop and the music's ended to figure out that the party's over. You want to be ahead of the crowd and see that the party's over. This damn party's dead, man. Get the hell on up out of here. Ain't nobody coming to this party, man. It's finished. All right, so the party's over, okay? So I believe that's gonna be it. You know, and with that being said, we're gonna face the east and give all praises to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai. All right? Shalom to the elect, and to the next time, if it be the Lord's will, Shalom. Peace.